So my name is Steve Vincent. I've been married to my bride for 48 years, Burry Vincent. We have two children. The eldest is Erica, and our youngest is Caroline. Actually, at birth, we didn't really know that Caroline was Down syndrome. The doctor was a little confused and maybe called her a mosaic, or she didn't know, and you could see there was confusion in her face. And it was about 12 hours after birth, and after the testing and everything, that they came back and told us that Caroline was Down syndrome. I had no idea what Down syndrome was. Fortunately, DSA San Diego had volunteers, and somehow they got in touch with people through hospitals. This was at Scripps, and we had a visit the next day with a packet of information from DSA. They were very instrumental in us finding services and a guidance to where we should go, and what Down syndrome was, and what to expect. So very, very helpful. That was 37 years ago when Caroline was born in 1979. We had no idea what to expect or what to think. And we had no idea what to hope. There was a lot of confusion, and then we just started praying, and we realized that there was a blessing before us. Not then, but as life went on, we did that. Fortunately for us, our family was very supportive. My father, Caroline's grandfather, came in and loved Caroline. She said, "There's nothing wrong with this young lady. She's just different, just like you are." There was no integration into classrooms at that time, and she would want to go to her sister's school. And it took about 6 months for Caroline to be accepted to go into, to have this degree, to go into be one of the first included children in San Diego City schools. And ever since then, she was included and went through Bird Rock Elementary, went to La Jolla High School, got her letter there, and then went on to education into a college, a 2-year program in Chicago called National Louis University, our PACE program. After the program, she didn't want to come back. And it was successful enough that she wanted to live independently, and she said when she got out of National Louis that she was not going to live with us anymore. And since then, she's lived on her own. She has a job at Marshall's, and has for over 10 years, and she recently started working with Dick's Sporting Goods also. And she does volunteer work. Whatever you think you're going to teach your kid, they are actually your teachers. They teach you. They teach you that they have a lot of ability to love. They have a lot of hopes that they want to do the best they can, and you follow stream, and you just add support where you can and try to fill in the support walls, the support blanks. One thing that's very interesting to me about Caroline is, if you want, and I think this is true with a lot of Down syndrome kids, they look at the glass half full. They're positive. They can do anything. It's been a joy to see her succeed in work and life and happiness, because we're all on the same trail. We may have different trails, but we all want to end up at the same place, and that's to have some happiness in life. And she does that every day. Sometimes I think that God has sent Caroline to me to mold me into the person that He wanted me to be. So she's a teacher, and she's a very important person in our lives. Caroline would say that her mother's a hero, her sister's a hero, I'm her hero. She has a statement that she always says to us. She says, "Dad, you're my favorite dad." And she'll say that to her sister. "You're my favorite sister." And it goes both ways for all of us.